Hello, my friends. Um, okay, here we are. Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me. Okay, can't see any interesting comments. I don't know. No, I think now we're going live. Now we are going live. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining me. So, okay, now I can see people coming on. Hi, Marcy. Hello, Ute. Hi, Nina. Hello, Vera. Hi, Liz. Thank you guys for joining me. It was like telling me I'm on, I'm not on. However, lots of things around. Instagram a little over to see more of the project. There we go. Okay. So, welcome. Thank you for joining me, my guys. My name is Angela. I'm the owner of Creative Energy from Elfen, Helden. I'm a WoodUBend retailer over here in Frankfurt in Germany. So, when you join me, hallo liebe Anja, schön, dass du da bist. When you join me, just let me know where you're watching from. Say hi to me. And if you have any questions, guys, put them in the comments. I will try to answer those straight away. I'm a little far away at the moment, so I can't really see the comments, but I'll check in between and I'll also come back later to check for your questions. If you watch replay, put hashtag replay into the comments. Hi, Yvonne. Thank you for being with me. Put hashtag replay into the comments, and if you want to pop over to my page, leave me a like. That'll be absolutely fantastic, guys. Thank you. Okay, tonight I've been asked so many times because Solly Joe, she is just in love with all the gold. So in the Posh Chalk range, there are so many different gold shades and stuff like that, and I've been kept asked by my customers, how do they differ? Hello, WoodUBend. Thank you for having me. How the difference between the shades is and stuff like that. And it's very difficult to explain. So what I've done tonight, I've brought all the golds from the Posh Chalk range over here. I've brought some WoodUBends. We're going to try them on. I've got some Posh Chalk stencils, and we're going to have a lot of fun with the stuff. I'm going to bring you closer in a second. You don't need to see me. The project is most important. So I've got to have a sip of coffee and then we get going, guys. Hi, Linda. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so here we go. Get you, wheel you on here. Get you a little further down. Try not to drop you this time. I'm very good at doing that. So we have, hang on. There we go. I think that's it. So we have this board we're going to work on. We're going to stencil on here, and we're going to start with preparing some of the WoodUBends, because then they can dry. And those ornaments, they come in a pair, and they are the WoodUBend 1338. That are those ornaments. And we're going to paint those first with the Posh Chalk pigment, because they come in 4 different shades of gold. So I guess that's perfect then to try that on there. So I've already prepared those. They come in pale gold. They come in Byzantine gold, which is an aged gold. They come in an orange gold, and they come in a lemon gold. So, so those are the 4 shades of the pigments. And the pigments, they come in a powder form. Pale gold and Byzantine gold. Pale gold is like a very soft gold. Byzantine gold is like an aged gold. And orange gold and lemon gold. So you can mix them with a top coat or something like that. I'm using the infuser, which okay, just put to the side. Sorry. There it is. So this is that one. This is also by Posh Chalk. This is perfect for mixing the pigments. So the nice thing about the pigments is that you can basically control yourself how thick or how rich you basically want to have your mixture. So I'm just going to do that. And I'm just putting a little bit in here. You can make it really thick. If you want to have it like a paste for stenciling, you can make it very thin. If you only want to make a wash, maybe a little more. I'm going to bring that a little up to you so you can see that a little better. Because they are very, very shiny. Should get some brushes, artist brushes. There we go. 4. So now this is the pale gold now. This is the pale gold. You can already see with the infuser in there. I would recommend put in the powder first and then add the infuser or the top coat to it. That's easier to control. So then stir it up nicely to make sure everything is mixed up and that there's no lumps in there. So look at that. This is so bright. So this is the pale gold. So shiny, isn't it? Penny, you like the lemon gold? That's beautiful also, yeah. So pale gold. Then we come to the Byzantine gold, which is like a little more of an age gold, I would say. Also very, very pretty. Mix it up nicely. And as I said, you can control yourself how thick you want to have it or how rich you want to have the pigmentation of your liquid at the end. So you can paint with it, you can dry brush it with it. Very, very versatile. So that's the Byzantine gold. There you go. Then we have the orange gold, also very pretty. This is so lovely. So I'm not really, I personally prefer copper, but all those different gold shades, they are so lovely. So even I'm using them. Sorry, you made it. I'm using gold. So this one is a little thicker, as you can see. So you can see then also the great coverage of it. Isn't that gorgeous? Hi, Michelle. Thank you for joining. So for those who are watching on my page, if you haven't gone over to the WoodUBend page, look at this. This is like turning into liquid metal already. So isn't that gorgeous? This is the lemon gold. That's the brightest gold of all of them. Orange gold and lemon gold are ever so bright. Ever so bright and shiny. Mix all the powder up. And you can even paint glass with them. I've made a glass jar where I painted from the inside and the outside, and I wanted to take basically some of it off, and it was just like really lasting on them. So lemon gold. So now we're going to paint our ornaments. You can paint this is WoodUBend, guys. This is WoodUBend. We're going to add it to our piece in a minute also, but we're just going to prepare it. So this one is going to be painted in the lemon gold. Look how shiny that is. This is painted in the lemon gold. And I'm going to put that on the griddle to keep that warm till we're going to use it in a minute. So I've made the mixture strong enough or pigmented enough, rich enough to only use one coat on those ones. Wow. So I'm gonna come back to those later. So that was the lemon gold. The next one we're going to paint in the orange gold. Also very, very pretty. So we're just going to make like some sort of wall art with the whole stuff, so to say. And the Posh Chalk, they do have those pigments. They have the paste we're going to use in a minute also. The smooth paste, the textured paste. The smooth paste come in 4 different golds. Well, maybe in 5 if you count the rose gold, but the rose gold is more like a rosé color, so I'm not really counting that one. Look at how gorgeous that is. So pretty. So pretty. Also, this mixture is also very rich, so I'm only going to need 1 coat. Put that on the grill also. And then we're gonna paint the next one with the Byzantine gold. So there we go. That's a beautiful gold also. Oh, very pretty. Oh, very, very pretty. Linda, well, especially living in Norway, so I don't know. It's what is it at the moment? Your days are very short or very long. In summertime, I think in summertime the sun doesn't go under, and in wintertime it doesn't get really bright, isn't it? So how is it up there? So Byzantine gold. That one's also finished, and you know they are so bright. This is absolutely amazing. So that's right, 4 golds. We're using them all in the Posh Chalk with the pigment range. And the last one we're going to paint in the pale gold. I thought by now which is my favorite, but I'm starting to like them all very, very much. Look at this one. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I don't know how they do that. I mean, there's real metal bits or metal pigments in here. That's the reason they are so shiny. I'm not worried to have it to get it on my fingers. It's not harmful, and the infuser is water-based, so I'm fine with that. Even I'm very sensitive. I'm not worrying about that. So pale gold, everything but pale, very bright. Put it on the grill also, and then we carry on. So those were the pigments. When we have the final picture at the end, you're going to see the real difference of all the different gold shades. Put those to the side for now. And may use a little more of that. And then we're gonna go to the WoodUbends. That by the side. I should close that up straight away, guys. You know me, who's following me, Master of Disaster. I even got from Dixiebill yesterday the hashtag Master of Disaster, so it's official now. So let's see. That was here. That was the orange gold. That was the pale gold, Byzantine, and the lemon gold. Okay, so now let's bring back. This is the board we're going to work at, and we are using the spider mandala, also by Posh Chalk. The spider mandala, or the stencils by Posh Chalk, they are nice and thick, as you can hear and as you can see. They are heat resistant, so perfect for somebody like me. Anya, bling bling. That's right. So, spider mandala. I'm eyeballing as per usual. I'm not, you can cat hair off, got the pigments on my fingers. It doesn't matter if you get that on here. Just about having it center cat hairs. I'm going to take that down a little. Let's see if I can get to the tape. Yes, I will. I will get to tape. Oops. And we're going to use the paste now in all the different golds which come there. They have, as I said, they do have 4 different golds in the smooth range, which is the deep gold. I'm going to open that up. It is the deep gold, there, which is like a rich, deep gold, as it says. It comes in pearl gold. Let's see. Comes in pearl gold, which is a lighter gold. And if you're wondering the different, I'm not saying size, the different shape of the jars, because it's the same amount in this one as it is in this one. This is basically just what Posh Chalk can lay their hands on during Corona times and trouble getting like supplies and stuff like that. There is like everywhere 110 milliliters in, so that doesn't make a difference if it's like the wider or the thinner jar. Then we have the shiny gold, which is this one. They're all, you know, slightly from the shade apart. Going to see at the end, we are having the light gold. So those are all the different shades of the golds. So yeah, there are also 4 mandala designs. That's correct, from the stencil range. So I have a zip of coffee in between. So and then there is like the metallic textured paste. This one. This comes only in 1 gold, which is the vintage gold. So that's the vintage gold, and there's like, this is, when that dries, it is rock hard. It's got real Swarovski crystals in it. So and this was from I used it before with a chip brush, so there was a bristle from my chip brush which was in there. And we're going to use that in the middle, and we're going with the others around the outside. You can stencil with all of those. Let's see. A little spatula. Got my... Let's see. shiny. Don't want to mix them up. Pearl and deep. We are starting with the textured in the middle, and we're going to go. No, I'm going to do the textured on the outside. I'm going to do that last. Change of mind. Change of mind. Sorry. Sorry. So I'm going to do those last. We're going to start with the light gold. I'm going to make like square, or basically like yeah, squares of that stencil mandala. So, and then it's basically just like when you do the rice stenciling, you just use a spatula, push it in here. You can blend those beautifully into each other. So and that's the light gold we're having at the moment. Putting that in the middle. Let's see, make 2 of those mandala, spider mandala things with it. And we're going to let those pop also. So that's this one. Now, wipe that off here. As I said, they are water-based and they all have like a beautiful smell to them. They all smell different. There are some essential oils in them also, which means that they, as I said, they do have a pretty nice smell. So then the next one is the shiny gold, which we're going to put next to it. And this is just like slightly different from the shade. It's a little darker, not much, just a little. Gone a bit juicy there. Just lifted that stencil, I think, but no problem. This adds, as I said, this adds character to the piece. This adds character to the piece. And you can get like beautiful shades with using all of them basically. So that was the shiny gold. Then we come to the pearl gold, which I think is the brightest. That's the pearl gold. Instagram, I'm gonna bring you a little over. You're seeing more of the project. There you go. Pearl gold. As I said, I think that's the brightest of them. And they're so easy to apply also. They're so, I mean, as it says, smooth. Smooth metallic paste. So shiny gold. And now we only have the deep gold left. Just gonna go into the last 2 bits, and the textured one, that's the deep gold. That's the richest, the darkest of all of them. But as I said, there's like one is more prettier than the other, I think. You can mix them, you can blend them with each other. I try not to at the moment because I want to keep the shade true, so you can see the difference in a second when we lift that or when we have that whole thing finished. Oh, here, fill that up. There we go. I'm not going about perfection. I want to show you just basically the difference. So that was the dark gold, and now I'm going to come in those edges with the metallic textured paste, which's got like real Swarovski crystals in them, and I'm just going to add those to those bits here. Let's see. You can also paint with those. You water them a little down. You can paint. I mean, I've painted, I'm going to show you in a minute, I've painted some of the WoodUBends, some of the trims we're using. There's some of the areas that was used before, so there's some. I'm making a mess now. Oops. There's some of the dry bits in there. However, I think I saved that one. Last two areas. Just spread that in there, and as I said, those ones they dry rock hard. There's like real Swarovski crystals in them. They dry rock hard and they're ever so shiny. Ever so shiny. So I'm going to lift that up now to the water. I'm going to lift it up now. Let's see. Some areas have been a bit juicy because I lifted it up before. Hang on. So in some areas where I started already dried a little bit. Been talking too much. I've been talking too much. They dry, as you can see, they dry really quick. So what you can do then when it's already dried, I'm going to show you how you can, you just spray it a little bit with water to get those smooth again. Because that's one of the great benefits of those pastes, that they dry really quick. Let's see. There we go. I'm talking too much, guys. I'm sorry. No, never mind. Oops. So here we go. Here we go. So just water them back down, and then you can basically go from there. Spray those. for some reason, this is not working tonight, guys. This might be, I don't know. Might be, I don't know, a few different paints tonight to try that. And this is not gripping onto that paint. However, disasters happen. Disasters happen. I'm just going to clean that stencil. We're going to do plan B. We're going to do plan B. I'm just going to water that stencil so it's not drying in. Yes, yeah, disasters happen, darling. That's the way it is. No worries. No worries. So, plan B, guys. We're doing plan B. I'm just grabbing another stencil and I'm wiping that off, as this is obviously this is not working like I want it to work. No, you're not drinking that. What am I doing? This is the nice thing about lives, guys. You can see disasters happening. It's all real. It's all real. I'm not seeing any comments at the moment. I'm not seeing any comments. This is very. This is a notice to myself. Never use a different paint. Always stick to things you're used to. This might give it a nice wash effect. I'm just cleaning that off quickly. That's the way it is. You can see you can even clean it off nicely. However, let's see, you're probably laughing at me. Yes, Shane. Okay. Oh, yeah, Liz, thank you. You're so sweet, guys. Thank you so much. That's the way it is, you know. I mean, nobody is perfect. That's the way it is. So, let's go from here. We do a new plan. We are using those elements. Doing the same thing. We're having 4 pastes. And there we go. Use this one. Anyhow. Let's start with the light gold. And I'm doing half. This is now the light gold. See if that works better now. Light gold. And we're going to come in with the, I'm going to put the deep gold next to it. I'll put the deep gold next to it, because they have a nice contrast. They have a nice contrast. There we go. This is the WoodUbend stencil now. So this is the WoodUbend stencil. I shall lift that one up now. So That looks a little bit different now, doesn't it? I don't know what just happened there, guys. So that's the way it is. It sometimes is that way. However, we're going to get going. I'm just cleaning this side off quickly. Quickly. You lost some time now. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, lesson we've learned. Stick with the things you know. Don't use new paints or anything when you try something new. So, just clean it off a little because I don't want to make a complete mess on the other side. I'm going to use the other two. I'm actually just layering those underneath here. I'm going to do it that way. That way. You're going to come in with the, where's my spatula now? Where is my spatula now? You can see when I'm getting hectic, but that's the way it is. Never mind. Dropped it on the floor already. So now we're going to come in with the pearl gold and the shiny gold. So that's the shiny gold. On here. Shiny gold. My hair. And then we're going to come in with the pearl gold on the other side. Very quickly. Pearl gold here. So there we go. Pearl gold there. And the paste, the texture paste is going to come up in the top here. So there we have all the paste used again. You can see the difference in a second. Lift it up. So, save that one quickly. Strange. This is ever so strange. I don't know. This is now a perfect impression of the of those stencils, as you can see. So that's how it's supposed to look like. Not the disaster, not the mess I made before, but anyhow. So now we're going to let the paste pop. Let it pop, because that's what you can do, not the texture paste, but the, I'm gonna cut around. Try not to tread into, so that you can see. And you're going to need a heat gun for that. You can't let it pop with a hairdryer. That doesn't work. You can heat the WoodUBends with a hairdryer, but not the not the paste. It's nice and bubbly. Can you see that? And that only works when they are still wet. When they've dried, you can't cut them anymore. So you can get like beautiful effects in your craft or arts and stuff like that. There you go. There we have those. This those 4 different shades of the 4 different golds. This is the deep gold. This is the shiny gold. This is the this is the pearl gold, and this is the light gold. No, this is the light gold, and this is the shiny gold. This is the shiny. Oh yes, this is shiny. This is the pearl. Christ, I'm totally confused now. I'm gonna lay that down in a second. So we're going to make a very quick frame. A very quick frame. And therefore we're going to, I'm gonna get those up here. The trim 124 and the trim 009. We're using 2 different trims. Gone over here. I'm just using leftovers basically of them. So they come in a coil. I've already painted them. I've already painted them with the metallic paste in black graphite. And when they are nice and warm, they get bendy. This is leftovers I'm using here, guys. This is just leftovers for this project I'm using. When they get nice and bendy, as I said, when they are warmed up. And I'm going to cut the one off here. Just quickly put the rest down there. And you apply them with wood glue, with good quality wood glue. So I'm going to, you can put it on your trim, you can put it on your project. I'm putting it on my project now. Oops, I'm spreading it nicely out. So with this, as this is just like an art thing at the end, this is, I'm not worried if it's like completely covered or something. This is just basically, or maybe a little more. It's just like not enough here. You can wipe the excess off with a baby wipe or with a wet cloth or anything. If you have like a very intricate or very detailed piece, you can go in there with a wet brush. And when you feel your WoodUBend is stiffening again, because they need about the same time to cool down like they needed to warm up, you basically just come in and warm them back up. That's what I'm doing, because that's already cooling down again. I'm making a very quick frame. Frame. So press that nicely down. So get in there with a baby wipe to take the excess glue off. This is gonna dry clear anyway. So, and then I'm gonna come around the edge up here, but just making a frame. Putting some glue on here already. Down there so it gets nice and warm. I'm going to speed that one up. This is now some speed WoodUBending, guys. Let's see if we get that finished. What's the time? 46 minutes. Who is still with me? Who wants to see the end of this disaster? Who is still with me? I'm going to come in for your questions later, guys. So I'm going to speed this one up now. So there we go. So I want to have an edge cut there. So what I'm doing for doing an edge, I'm layering them. So I'm not cutting it before, I'm layering them. Heat that back up this area that it's nice and soft again. And then I'm going to come in with my sharp knife, and I am cutting through the top and the bottom. So I can take off this one, and I can take off the bottom one. And then I have a nice edge. Press those together. There you go. Edge number one. Going to join another piece on there. Let's see. It's not long enough. I'm going to use this one. And what's going to be? If you want to line them up correctly, I'm not worrying about that at the moment. That's nice. This same thing here. Just cutting that to length at the moment. When they are cold, you can sand them, you can saw them, you can drill them. So that one. And let's see, I'm gonna come in with another trim now. This is the 126. Also pre-painted. Sure that they're nice and warm. I'm already going to put my glue down. Going through this glue like other people through toilet paper, I think. So. That is far too much. I'm going to do that around that corner. However, this is now enough for the whole piece, I think. Just going to take that off, put that here. So I can do the frame now all around. Enough glue for that. As I'm speeding it up. So, there we go. Let's see. Doing the same thing. Layering it up there. As I said, I'm using a different trim now. This is a little thicker than the other one, so that needs a little longer to heat up, but also to cool down. So first want to have that down a little. Then I'm going to heat the same thing in this one. heat that back up and cut like in an angle from the corner to get my fitted piece on there. So go to a steeper angle with this one. Top piece off, the one underneath, so I can lay that down right next to this edge. Clean the glue off there. There we go. Go. I think I've never applied that quick some trims, so that was a good exercise. Good exercise. Messing a little bit up to speed up the whole process. So now I'm going to come around the corner. Same thing. Lay that on here. That down. Oops. Down. So heat this edge up. Cut this edge also. Right into that corner. Use a sharp knife. Everybody follows me. Every time I get a sharp knife in my hands, everybody's holding their breath. Especially probably tonight as I'm speeding up everything. So I'm taking off the excess glue here with the baby wipe. So there we go. And then we're going to do the last bit. Let's see, I've got like a leftover, which is fine. Just like cut it a little shorter. And then get it on here. Again, heat that edge up. And cut again this edge here. I'm layering two different trims over each other, just to create some sort of a frame now. Just together. Baby wipe. Fresh one that's already dried in. There we go. Better. And that last time heating up. So in all the joints and stuff like that, I joined those together. If you put some more paint over it of this paste, that'll be fine. So now you can see I've just pushed down on here now, and there's like some more of the glue coming out, which is like a good sign that it snuggled itself like right onto the surface. There we go. So then we do have our four ornaments. Let's see. I'm going to have those just around here. I think. Just like this. We almost made it, guys. And then we're going to use very quickly the patina. So speeding up the process, putting some glue on here. So make sure I've got all the surface covered of the WoodUBend trim. Same thing here. Is anybody still with me, guys? Anybody still with me? Oh, hi, Betty. Guys. So, Master of Disaster has done everything she could to make it disastrous, so to say. Anyhow. So, heating it up quickly, pushing it onto the surface, getting the patinas out, and then we're good to go. Same thing here, basically. Put it down. Push it on there. Make sure that it's got contact with the whole surface. You do that, whatever surface you're applying that onto, you always reheat it and push it back down, even if you put it on glass or something like that and you think that your surface is like completely flat. It never is. I can guarantee you it never is. So I'm just using some water to get like those areas cleaned. This is just like a normal brush and some water just to tidy those edges up. So there we go. And quickly, would already kicking out, but anyhow, we're using because there's two golds, the patinas, and the patinas, they are basically they are oil-based, and they are like a gilding wax. They come in Byzantine gold and they come in pale gold, and you can apply them with a brush, you can apply them with your fingers. So I'm just using my fingernail and I'm just gonna go over this trim. This is the Byzantine gold I'm just using now. Down here, just to highlight the highlights, so to say. That's what you do with it. As I said, you can use a brush. I'm using my fingers for now, just brushing over it quickly. You can leave that dries within about 24 hours, something like that, and then you can come in and buff it in. So then it comes to a high sheen. So also I'm not worried having it on my fingers. And now the pale gold, which is like a lot paler. Same thing, also water-based. They also have some aqua patinas, which are water-based, but they come in bright colors. The gold and the copper and the silver, they all come in these oil-based ones. And then we have all the different shades of gold. So just use a little goes a long way, just with all the things. And as I said, you know, they are like gilding waxes. You highlight the high spots, and with the other things, the paste and stuff like that, and the pigments you can paint, you can. There's more for the low spots. So gotta clean that up a little more in a second, but I took your time up enough. I'll thank every one of you who's still with me at the moment, because it turned out to be a bit of a disaster. But anyhow, I'm happy that you're still there. So, oh, WoodUBend, you're still there also. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I messed it up this time, but things happen, don't they? Things happen. So we have the vintage gold in the middle here. We have the light gold here. We have the shiny, no, the shiny gold. No, that's the shiny. That's the light. That's the pearl. Yeah, that's the pearl. That's the deep gold. Then we have the lemon gold. We have the orange gold. We have the Byzantine, and we have the pale gold. That's basically how that turns out now. And also again pale gold and Byzantine on the other side. That's the pale and no, the other way around. That's the Byzantine and that's the pale. Now I've got it. Okay, guys, that's basically what we've done now. I shall make a picture of that. So I hope that the colors are going to come through with it. Guys, I thank you so much for being with me. I probably look like Einstein now with my hair going everywhere, stuff like that. Guys, thank you so much for being with me. And disasters happen. It didn't turn out that bad at the end, I think. I don't know what you think. My name is Angela, the master of disaster. I'm a WoodUbend retailer over here in Frankfurt in Germany. I'm a genius in getting out of, chaos situation, I think. I'm very grateful that you're still with me, guys. If you want to shop the products, pop over to the WoodUbend page and check for your local retailer there. I'm going to check for your questions, but I know WoodUbend has been there to answer them for you also. So thank you so much for being with me. If you want to see more of those disasters, pop over to my page, leave me a like there. I can guarantee you it's something happening all the time. So guys, you have a great evening. You take care. Thank you for being with me. And who wants to have me on tomorrow night again? Bye, guys.